the heart of our neighborhood, mind-blowing facts about the sun. We see it every day, yet we rarely really look at it, for obvious eye safety reasons. The sun is so much more than a yellow circle in the sky that provides a nice tan or helps your garden grow. It is a terrifyingly powerful, complex, and beautiful nuclear furnace that holds our entire solar system in its gravitational grip. If you've ever wondered what's actually happening 93 million miles away, buckle up. Here's a deep dive into the most fascinating secrets of our local star. 1. It's an absolute heavyweight. To say the sun is big is a massive understatement. In the cosmic hierarchy, the sun is a G-type main sequence star, often called a yellow dwarf. While there are stars out there that would make our sun look like a marble, in our neck of the woods, it is the undisputed king. Massive dominance. The sun contains 99.86% of the total mass of the entire solar system. Everything else, Jupiter, Saturn, Earth, the asteroids, and the moons, makes up the remaining 0.13%. Volume? You could fit, roughly, 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. If the sun were the size of a typical front door, the Earth would be about the size of a nickel. 2. The great shell game, it's not solid. Unlike Earth, the sun doesn't have a solid surface you could stand on, ignoring the heat for a moment. It is a giant ball of plasma, electrically charged gas. Because it's not solid, different parts of the sun rotate at different speeds. This is known as differential rotation. At the equator, the sun completes a rotation in about 25 days. At the poles, it takes roughly 35 days to spin once. Imagine if a day in Quito, Ecuador, lasted 24 hours, but a day in Iceland lasted 34 hours. That's the chaotic reality of life on a plasma star. 3. The core. A pressure cooker like no other. Deep inside the sun's core, the temperature reaches a staggering 15 million degrees Celsius, 1.58 times 10^7, circled text CUAS. Here, the pressure is so intense that hydrogen atoms are smashed together to form helium. This process is called nuclear fusion. Energy output. Every second, the sun fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen. A long walk to the surface. The photons, light particles, created in the core don't just zip out into space. They have to bounce around the dense interior of the sun for 100,000 to 200,000 years before they finally reach the surface and head toward Earth. 4. The mystery of the corona. One of the most enduring mysteries in solar science involves the sun's atmosphere, known as the corona. Logic suggests that as you move away from a heat source, things should get cooler. However, while the sun's surface, the photosphere, is about 5,500 degrees, the corona, which extends millions of miles into space, reaches temperatures of 1 to 3 million degrees Celsius. The analogy, it's like walking away from a campfire and suddenly feeling like you've stepped into a blast furnace. Scientists are still studying how magnetic waves and nanoflares pump this incredible amount of energy into the outer atmosphere. 5. The sun has a hole and a wind. The sun isn't just sitting there, it's constantly throwing a tantrum. It emits a stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. Speed. These particles travel at roughly 450 kilometers per second. Protection. Earth's magnetic field acts as a shield, diverting most of this wind. When these particles hit our atmosphere near the poles, they create the aurora borealis, northern lights. Coronal holes. Sometimes the sun's magnetic field opens up, allowing the solar wind to escape at much higher speeds. These holes look like dark patches in X-ray views of the sun. 6. It changes. every 11 years. The Sun follows a regular heartbeat called the solar cycle. Roughly every 11 years, the Sun's magnetic field completely flips. The North Pole becomes the South Pole, and vice versa. Solar maximum. This is the peak of the cycle, where sunspots, solar flares, and coronal mass ejections, CMEs, are most frequent. Solar minimum. A period of quiet where sunspots are rare. We are currently heading toward a solar maximum, expected around 2025-2026, which means we can expect more vibrant auroras and occasionally disruptions to satellite communications here on Earth. 7. The end of the road. Don't panic yet. The Sun is about 4.6 billion years old. It's currently in its middle age. In another 5 billion years, it will run out of hydrogen fuel in its core. Red giant phase. It will begin burning helium and swell up, likely swallowing Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth. White dwarf. Eventually, it will shed its outer layers, leaving behind a glowing, cooling core about the size of Earth. It's a poetic end for a star that gave life to everything we know. Final thoughts. The Sun is the ultimate engine. It's a magnetic, nuclear, and gravitational powerhouse that defines every aspect of our existence.